And we are live and direct. What's up, y'all? As you know, we are here every Monday and Thursday. Not every Monday and Thursday. We try to be here every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We know it's Tuesday. Um, Apologies. I've been traveling. I had to go to an event on the West Coast this weekend or past weekend. And I left Thursday, so I wasn't able to do Thursday show, and we had to push Monday to today. But we're here. Sorry, forgot to announce it last time, but we're here. And so, welcome everybody. Hinata, do you want to do the honors?
Yes. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes. And tonight we are here with one more show. Tonight we're going to talk about the guys who's buy apartments, want to invest in Airbnb. The advice, what they supposed to be look for. Also, if you guys come to spend short time in apartments. So we are here tonight and in live to let you guys know a little bit about the infos.
Cool. Well, welcome everybody in the live. Charles, I see you. Yes, I see you asking if we're doing the live stream. I know last couple of months we've had to change some things, but we're here and we keep striving to come here and show you things about Brazil. And yeah, today I hope we have some good things to talk about. And what are we going to do for next show, Hinata? Just to give people a heads up.
Yeah, the next show, it's one place where I going to with one YouTuber, and it's really nice. It's one store for you guys buy clothes, like the basketball. Yes.
The NBA store.
ABM store, right.
NBA store.
NBA.
I believe that's what it is.
Right.
You don't know where you went?
Yes,
Anyways, they
right.
sell jerseys and running shoes and athletic stuff. I think that's where she went. But okay, so that's Thursday. That's 2 days. Yes. Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the next episode. Wealth Building Journey. Boa noite a todos. And yes, Kiki Velez. Good evening, Dennis and Hinata. How have you been? I'm okay.
Good.
A little bit. I'm coming out of, whenever I travel, I always kind of feel a little bit weird, especially when I have to take long flights. But I'm back. I'm good. Hinata, how is it there? I know the weather hasn't been that great in Brazil. Some weird things have been going on. I've been hearing rumors about.
Yes, the weather in Rio, it's a little bit, I like in Brazil, it's a
Sao
bipolar.
Paulo too.
Yeah, the weather is like bipolar. Sometimes it's very hot, nice day. Like today, it's really good weather. It's good, but sometimes it's a lot of wind, sometimes rain. Yes.
Boa noite, Charlie Rue. He says, Boa noite, Dennis and Hinata. How you doing, man? Are you back in Brazil now? Or are you stateside? You in Germany? Charlie's a man of the world, man. He's a globetrotter. Never know where he's gonna be. Before we even get going, I want to thank Mr. Ed 13. Ed, with the $13.13 super cash app. Thank you, sir. I see you. Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. Okay. Okay. Well, do you want to start the video now, or are we gonna let's give a little bit more time?
Yes.
Dennis.
Talk about what do you think? Talk about a little bit about your experience the first time when you ran to the MBM. How it is? It's okay. It's fine. Everything.
Yeah, we could talk about that. Hold on. Let me read a couple more. Shandon, what happened with miniature tsunami in Rio?
Yes. Oh boy.
You
Here am
know,
I
I didn't know. When did this happen? When did all this happen? Which day?
2 days ago.
I was gone and I didn't hear anything about it. I wish I know Hinata said something to me about some flooding, but I should have got some footage together to play. Sorry, guys. But tell us what happened. You told me that the ocean went into the streets. So explain, please.
Yes, not only Ipanema, Leblon, also here where I live, Maricá area, Itaipu Sul, here in Maricá, Barra de Maricá, many places. That's the world. It's a lot of crazy
Global
stuff
warming, oceans
being done.
rising, all the things they've been predicting for the last little while coming to pass. Charlie says, I'm in Atlanta, went through another biopsy. Sorry to hear that, Charlie. Stay positive, man.
Yeah, for
Good.
me, it's sorry to say about that for people's not have a trust or belief, but for me, that's all the signals it's say inside the Bible. They talk about sickness, they talk about the weather, they talk about a lot of things. The day, oh, you guys maybe don't know. It's 7 in the morning. My brother, he's drive to go work, and a lot of people send the video. One area, all Rio, it's 7 in the morning. It's look like 7 in the night, completely dark. People's they get desperate.
Okay,
Yeah,
what was it?
make many people's make video and in TikTok, a lot of places because it's 7 in the morning and it's supposed to be daylight and sun and it's dark,
What
completely
happened?
dark.
Do you know what happened?
Well, well, some people say it's because the cloud, something like that. Then it's look very dark. It's look like 7 at night when it's
Okay.
7 in the morning.
Could it be that the time change?
No, the time is not changed for us.
The time doesn't change for you?
No.
Really? Okay. 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 Anyways, tell us about the tsunami. What or it's not a tsunami. It was some bad weather. The oceans raised and went past the beach up onto the streets over Atlantic Avenue and into the streets of
Yeah,
like
I believe also, before Copacabana, Leblon, it's only one street. So with the time, peoples they put a lot of sand. They make like extra street. They spun the area. They kill one part of the beach and spun the area, and they make a new street. And then it's have two ways, two street to you know. So for me, I believe it's just the ocean. The water just come to get what it's supposed to be before.
they said they want their land back.
Yeah, right.
um yeah, I'm looking online to see if I can, but I don't know when these there's no dates here. Um November 2023. Well, that must really suck. I mean, how long did it take for the water to go back? I'm assuming the beach is okay now, or is the beach wrecked? Because an event like that can take away so much of the sand, and or maybe the beach looks real clean now. I don't know. You tell me, Hinata. Do you know what the beach looks like now?
Yeah, it's not first time it happens, so I'm sure it's back. The water, it's back for, it's back normal. Yes, but I don't know after how long it's taken. But it's see like it's normal because I don't hear, I don't see any news about it anymore.
Well, well, when I was there, I remember it rained hard, and in I was on one street behind the beach, and I couldn't to get out of my apartment. I had to basically walk through the
You
water.
have a kayak. You need to
Disgusting.
have a boat.
I mean, I that's one thing I don't like doing walking in floodwaters because it's very, very, very dirty. You think about all the animals and things living in the sewers, and it's all mixed in with that water.
Yes, yes. Sometimes
Yeah,
when
some
it's
people go crazy and they're jumping around in the puddles, and no, don't do that. It's disgusting.
yeah, when I doing the tour and then it start to rain and I say, oh my God, or something, I just say it's better we stay here, wait for the rain to be stopped because we don't want any surprise in the middle of the way when we go. You know,
Yeah.
we don't want to be search for kayak. Instead, we search for Uber.
Did okay, Kiki is asking, did they say what the cause of the tsunami was? Mini earthquake maybe? Was it a tsunami or was it just a storm? Like I'm completely lost here. Hinata, was it just a storm that caused this, or was there some thing where the water came rushing through?
It's no people's expect because it's not bad weather. You know, it's nothing like
So it wasn't rain coming from the sky?
no, because they sit in the beach.
Oh, well, how come they don't have video of this?
Have a many video of this. People they just sit in the beach. They pass like with the car normal. It's not rain when it happens.
Okay, so then there must have been, yeah, there must have been some kind of earthquake or let me Rio. Yeah, that must have been something else. I'm telling you, I have no idea what's going on. This is all a surprise for me. I'm hearing it fresh now. Hinata told me there was flooding, but I thought there was just a bad storm.
Bad storm. No. People's they are there sitting in the beach and they lost a lot of things. They lost phone, they lost bag, they lost because it's come when people's not expected. Have one video when the guys like five, six guys they talk each other and when the waves came and get everybody
Oh man. Did anybody drown? Please tell me no.
drunk.
Because just going in the water, drown, like get washed out and
Yeah, it's sad to say. I hear one in the news. One guy, he's a teenager. It's like 18, 19 years old, something like that. He's disappeared.
okay. Well, prayers go out to him. Because I don't even go in the water when it's normal. Imagine something like that happen. You don't even have to be in the water to get sucked away like that. I have some images here. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't want to show the video because it's gonna get. But yeah, you see the picture.
You
Oof,
see, because they just lived and
wow. Oh, it looks like it was a hurricane.
hurricane.
Yeah, viral video captured in Rio de Janeiro, November 5th, demonstrated the power of the ocean when a massive wave hit the shore with little warning, sending dozens of people scrambling for dry land. As the wave gushed inland, it swept away beachgoers and all their belongings, eventually flooded a nearby street. The wave was up to 11 feet tall, according to the Associated Press. It was unclear if anyone was seriously injured. The exact cause of the massive wave has yet to be determined, but there are two possibilities that may be to blame. On Sunday, a large storm was swirling over the Atlantic Ocean just southwest of Rio de Janeiro. Although the center of the wave storm was well out to sea, it's powerful enough to generate large swells that could reach hundreds of miles from its center, including along the coast of the southeastern Brazil, where
Yeah,
De Janeiro is located. The
yeah,
culture behind the tsunami-like swell could also have been a phenomenon known as a sneaker wave. As the name implies, these waves can sneak up on beachgoers and catch folks off guard. Sneaker waves are potentially deadly waves that surge further up the beach than expected, overtaking the unaware. Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is, I hope they figure out how to get some kind of warning of these things happening because that's crazy.
that's not first time, it happens before, but it happens before when the weather is bad. This time the weather is not bad. And also, that's what I say here, the area where I live, we have any news today for the page for the city. Here also happens in other areas.
Mm. What is this?
I don't know.
Did the guys hear about the big discovery they made off the coast of Colombia? An estimated $20 billion in treasure. Oh. Okay, that's Colombia. This is Brazil. Okay, let's get to it. Is there anything else? Salami came up to the beach. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So, anyways, this show we're talking about Airbnbs. Renata, you asked me about my experience. Every time I've come to Brazil, I've never stayed in a hotel. I've always stayed at Airbnbs and apartments, and they've been okay. I'm very wary of renting them because you sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. Everybody's pictures looks nice usually, and sometimes it's hard to really know until you get there. When you guys come and get an Airbnb, taper your like okay, people sometimes when they go on vacation they have these expectations of it being the greatest place and they see pictures and it be flexible and just kind of assume that it's not going to be as nice as it looks in the pictures, you know.
Right.
Take it down because there's going to be things. If you're somebody that nitpicks at every little detail, you're going to always find problems in things like this. Unless you're spending like hundreds of dollars a night in an Airbnb, you might have things like, oh, there's no hot water in the sinks, only in the shower, and I have to turn this on to get hot water. Things like that. I know for me in the US, anywhere you go, you get hot water. Anywhere you go, you get certain things and you get used to it. But when you travel overseas, sometimes you don't get those things. So taper your expectations when you travel. It'll make you a lot happier. Just accept it. This is how it is. Take it easy, relax, try to enjoy yourself. When something big comes up that really bothers you, don't freak out because then you're just gonna wreck your own vacation. Keep
Yes.
mentally positive and you put in your complaint, and that's it. I know last week, Hanata, when we were speaking, you're saying you got to tell the people, hey, everything better be good and everything. I don't want any surprise. Like realistically, you can't do that because you're starting off on a really negative note. And the person that's renting might go, oh man, this person's gonna be a problem in my place. He's gonna complain about everything, and then they just don't rent. They don't rent it to you. So my suggestion is just take a deep breath, relax, think about what is really important to you, and try to make sure that that's going to be good. Like for me, internet. I've learned because I've talked to people and said, do you have good internet? Do you have fast internet? Yes, fast internet. And then I get there and it's not fast internet. It's like 50 B whatever it is. Instead of 250, which is probably the minimum I need. And then when I talk to them about it, they're like, well, it's fast. It's for people that just want to check their email or whatever. It's not really for streaming. Yeah, but you didn't tell me this. So I learned from that because then you can't complain to Airbnb. You need to make sure, hey, what's the speed of your internet? Because when they respond to you and they tell you the speed, now it's on record. Sometimes they have it in their description that you can complain about, and Airbnb will do its best to try to get you in another
Yes.
place, get a reduction in a fee. Go ahead, Anata.
Yeah. What is good for you? Good speed in internet in Brazil.
250.
What you
And here at home,
now any when you are in Brazil because you work with the internet. So that's why I asking you.
one place I had 50, and it was so bad. I remember there was a video that I edited and I had to send, and it took 11 hours to send this video that I was work. So I can't work with that. And then to stream, it keeps starting, buffering. So that's
What
no
they
good.
what they doing when you have this bad situation?
I
You call
complained, and he said, "Oh, sorry. That this is it's the people that own the apartment. Like this was an older gentleman, so I guess for him, he just needs something that makes sure that people can check their emails. But now with our generation, when people coming in and they're trying to work and they're trying to watch TV on the internet. They do everything on the internet. You need to get faster speed. So it was just the box that this person had in their apartment was just one of those slower, older systems. So you need to ask. You need to make sure, because I was stuck in that apartment for a week. But this is why also when I rent Airbnbs, I always only rent for 1 week, because my thought is if I'm there and something is not good, I'm screwed. So I was screwed for the week and I went to another one. Now the only problem is I stay in Brazil for like 2 months at a time, or anywhere I travel to, I usually stay for a long period of time. And if I stay for a week and I love it, there's places that I've stayed and I'm like, oh, the internet's fast, air conditioning's good, everything's good. I like the apartment. But then I say, okay, I'm going to stay an extra week and it's already booked for the next week and then the next week. So that's the chances you take. What I've gained from this is now when I go back, I know where I want to stay. So I can say I remember this apartment, I like this, or I remember this, or I could even hit up some of the owners, which I've been made sure I became friends with. I
Yeah.
talked to them, and
When
then go ahead.
when you go to the internet, you rent on Airbnb.
Yes.
You have the WhatsApp contact for the place for the people what you're supposed to be talk to.
After you rent it, some of them will do that. Some of them will give you the WhatsApp contact so that you can hit them up with
After
any problems.
after you come or when
After
you
you've rented, like after you've
close.
confirmed
Maybe,
the yeah,
yeah.
then they say, hey, any problems while you're here, just hit me up here or hit somebody up here. Some of them do that, some of them don't. But
Yeah,
some of
but
them,
it's always it's good to make sure that you have the contact somebody in case if you open the shower and then this thing for the shower it's come off in your hands. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah, you'll get a phone number or whatever to contact somebody. So yeah, definitely make sure you get the contact, and they'll do that once you've confirmed, or like you confirm, but then once you're, I think within a couple of days of you arriving, then they send you information to contact them, because sometimes you have to exchange keys, sometimes it's automatic with the building or whatever.
Yeah.
um yeah.
And guys, make sure when you guys come to the apartment the first day, look for everything because sometimes the feet of the bed it's broken. You know, the closet, let's say the door or the lock is it's broken, but it's not big deal because a lot of people they don't use the closet anyway. But make sure everything it's working, the shower especially when you come the shower is working because sometimes people they just come in the Airbnb they don't even have water for some hours they need to wait so to set hour let's say if you come like 7 in the morning and you only allowed to go in after 12 or 2 p.m. you need to stay out, you know. So this is something you guys also need to talk before you guys
Before you guys come,
come.
uh when this is a good point. The times, it's like a hotel. They'll tell you, okay, you can only check in after 2 or after 3. If you know you're arriving earlier, try to contact them and see if you can get in earlier? Because sometimes you can. I know during COVID they had this thing where they had like at least a day or two in between stays where they had to clean and disinfect, and so you could always get in early on the day that you were gonna get booked.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. Now it might be where, okay, you have to leave, you have to check out by noon or 11, and then they have the cleaners come in and clean the place up to get ready for you for the next guest to come in at 3, like at a hotel. So sometimes you can't get in early. They usually have something at the front desks, like a concierge or something. You can leave your bag
Log.
for a
That's what I.
couple of hours. Hmm.
Yeah, you can also ask them if you possibly leave your luggage there. They save for you, and you go out and walk in and spend the time when the room is ready.
Yeah. What's up, Sick with it, yo? How's life? Backpack Mo. Hey, how you doing? He says, I spend most of my time outside on vacation, anyways. Um, yeah, but when you arrive, I know for me, when I come to Brazil, it's a 12-hour flight and then another hour to the hotel. I want to like just decompress a little bit, lay down, maybe take a shower and change my clothes, and then head out. Like I want to rest for a little while. So it can be quite annoying when you get there and you don't even have a place to put on some shorts and a t-shirt and just feel fresh. So yeah. Um, okay, well let's play the video and we'll talk more about it. Take videos and pictures when you get there. Yes, this is also good to help the next people. Get videos, get pictures, and do reviews. They're helpful, really helpful. I started doing that when I went to hotels, and people appreciate it because they always show you the nice, beautiful pictures, and they never show you anything's wrong with the place. But you kind of want to know, are the walls really thin and you can hear everything going on outside? Like these are things you want to know. Is there are you is the apartment above the street and you hear people at night making a lot of noise? Do you want is it near a like a bar or a club? All these
Yes,
little
because
things can affect your stay.
what I want to say to you guys, most the apartments they don't have the check-in, check-out. What say check-out? Like when you guys going to rent a car, if the car have scratch, if the car have some damage, they don't come with the paper and show, oh, this is broken.
Yes. Hmm.
It's not like that. I don't never see something like that before. So you guys need to make sure what is broken, what is not. I know you don't go inside the apartment and expect or look for the damage, but soon when you see something is wrong, it's good to let people know the feet of the bed it's broken, or because after they don't come to you and say, listen, this is not good, this is, and then let's say you need to pay extra or something for.
Yeah, that's true. The owners of the place aren't necessarily they don't necessarily come in between to look at the apartment. So you can have damage from the person before. The only people that come in is the cleaners. They don't know. They don't care. They're just there to clean the place. So you might be paying for somebody else's damage. So yeah, if you see something is broken, you should, make a note and send them a message. Hey, this just to let you know this is broken. I saw it like this when I came. Let them know any problems. And like I said, taper the expectations. There might be, I don't know, some water damage in the corner of the wall, maybe something,
Yeah.
or something
Another
that looks off and you're like, or maybe the furniture isn't as new as it looked in the picture, or it's okay. It's going to be okay. Just look for the major things that's going to really affect you, and everything else you got to kind of have that kind of attitude like, hey man, this is how it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, another thing also, it's when you rent an apartment and then it's a king bed. king bed.
King bed. It's two
Yeah,
two single beds together.
two beds together. When you lay down, it's part in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's true.
god!
They don't really have king beds there. You're gonna usually find like the
No,
double bed. If
no,
they
in
say king,
Brazil,
it's two single beds beside each other.
no. In Brazil, we have king bed, king queen bed, but it's more expensive, you
You
know.
don't really see it. I'm trying to
But
think of if I've ever even a couple of times, but most of the times you don't get that size bed.
yeah,
Sorry.
but when the Airbnb is not so good, they don't know how to match the beds
Yeah, they
together.
don't stay together.
And that's not matter what you're doing, you just part in the middle.
Ed Smith says I wanted to stay at an Airbnb, but I like the perks of staying in a hotel. I don't like. Well, it's almost the same thing, but the thing with the hotel is I don't want people coming in my room every day. I'll keep myself clean. I'll keep my area clean. I don't need when I want it clean, that's when I want to talk to people. But I've been in hotel rooms where I had do not disturb on the outside of the door and they still like come in and it just bothers the hell out of me because I don't want people there because I have my computer out and I have some equipment out and I just don't like the idea of coming in and there's something missing because sometimes
No,
you don't even realize there's something missing till like
that's
days later.
but Dennis, most the hotel they respect when you say not clean or not calm,
Yes,
you know.
most of them do, but I'm telling you, I've been in this situation. This is why I don't like staying in hotels. I want my privacy. I don't want anybody to have access to in the hotel. There's always somebody there, a manager that can just come in, or a worker. I don't like that. That's my preference. And also in the hotels, they're more strict as far as you allowing people to come to your room and things like that. So there's other little issues.
Yeah, and Airbnb it's not come different. Soon it's get you guys some guys surprise because Airbnb are now they don't let let's say your company come in after 12 midnight. You know, some B&B if you have some company, you know, somebody, some friend come in a day or in a night, they start to charge for also. So it's not come really different from hotels.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe it's changing because I've never
Yeah,
had
it's
that.
changed. It's changed. I hear for some friends mine. Also, some they not even allowed you to get visiting in. You guys need to ask them for that information before if you allow to get visitings to come, you know. And some they say, oh, after this time it's not allowed, or if you want, you need to pay extra. The MBB now they come like more hotels.
Yeah, if you say so. Like I said, I don't know about this, but that'll be interesting. I got to go on Airbnb and read their policies. Maybe there's been people abusing these places. Um, okay, what do we got here? Bruna says, "Oh, I gotta read this." Estive, cannot to read it.
You read, you need to practice your Portuguese.
Yes, but we're in a show right now. Estive hospedada em
Hospedar.
chalé
Hum?
muito bonito próximo à praia, porém tive péssima experiência, Wi-Fi muito ruim, torneiras quebrad, quebradas, muitos regras, parecia que estava em asilo. So, I was I good?
Yeah, you're good. It's okay.
So
It's
she
good.
stayed at a nice place, a nice chalet. close to the beach. But she had problems. Hey, Bruna, how are you? She had problems with bad Wi-Fi and broken taps, and yeah, yeah. It. You see, now all you can really do is complain.
Yeah, she's feels she's in one asilo because it's a lot of
What says a Zilu?
rules. It's a lot of rules where she's staying.
Asylum, like
Asilo,
prison.
that's where the old peoples they stay for people to take care of them.
Okay. So that's unfortunate. But did you, Bruna, when you rented this place, did you check the reviews? Because usually when it's things like this, if you look at the reviews, other people complain. Hey, this was broken, this was broken. If you wrote exactly what you wrote here in the review, trust me, if somebody
Yeah.
like me read it, I would be like, nope, not staying there.
Bruna,
I don't want to see anything negative.
yeah, let me explain to her, but I'm sure she'll understand. What Danny say, when you rent some place, quando você alugar um lugar, tem que ver os comentários das pessoas, o que eles falam a respeito do lugar. Ele falou, geralmente é bom ver os comentários a respeito.
Okay. I'm not commenting on this part of the conversation. Did you have a bad experience? Okay, let's play the video. Let's get to the video, get that out of the way. We're already 40 minutes in and we didn't even start the video yet. You ready, Anata?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Everybody ready?
All right, here we go. Wait, what's the drink for today?
I have
What do you buy?
a juice, passion fruit juice. That's it.
And my customary agua. All right. Saúde. Here we go.
Saúde.
Guys, welcome to Brazil with Renata Lopes. Today I'm going to show you guys the apartments in Airbnb. When guys come to Brazil, what they rental. This apartment actually, for me, it's very cheap, like 1,250 per night. Here's the rooftop. Here have a swimming pool. They bring a barbecue. Here have a place where you guys possible just cut the meat, the chicken. Here's the sink, clean the dishes and everything. And that's one suite with bathroom also. Let's see. Wow, nice picture. Oh, that's comfortable bed. This bed, soft, really nice view. I see the mountain. The other side, I see the pool. It's really nice. Let's check the bathroom. Oh, it's cute. Well, I not recommend people come in the bathroom when it's party. Imagina, tá rolando um churrasco lá fora e você vem no banheiro com isso aqui. Imagine if you come to the toilet when you have a party outside and these things, it's not really close, you know. That's where's the air. Have also window up there. It's really open, fresh ambient. Shower. Nice, nice, nice. Now, let's check the rest of the apartment. Wow, look, that's the mirror. Really nice. And here it's closet. Yes. But when you guys rental the apartment, make sure you are able, because this place it's like it's for 2 persons. Make sure if you come with friends, you're able to bring guests to this place. Or if you want to make some party, you want.
Dennis, I don't hear you.
Sorry. You said you wanted to make sure. I mean, you're saying that this place is for 2 couples, not 2 persons. 2 couples, 4 people. There's 2 rooms.
Right.
All right.
to invite, let's say, 3 guys and they have a girl's friend, make sure you are able, because some place not let you allowed. Even if the place it's like this, it's look like, oh, funny, we can make party. Most of the time, if you not make sure before, then after it's too late. We possible come to the front entry. There is one entry with the kitchen. Here it's other entry. Ah, look, nice. And here. Oh boy, sorry. I tried to open the door. This is, it's like that before. It's difficult, it's hard. I prefer not open. Oh boy. These things, guys, you guys just know after you guys come inside. So these small things. Make sure when you are in an apartment, let's say you come early in the morning, and sometimes they close the water and you need to stay to 7 in the night without water. It's bad.
Okay. You keep bringing up this thing where you're not going to have water. Like you're saying it like it's something that usually happens. Why are you saying? I've never experienced
Because
that.
it usually happens.
When and why? Why would that happen? That you have no water when you get to your apartment?
I hear that for, let's say, 3 friends mine, they come and they don't have water in the apartment because they close to doing manutention. Manutention. I don't know.
Maintenance.
Yeah, it's happened times.
Okay,
This
I've never experienced that.
4 time.
Okay, that's why I keep wondering why you keep bringing it up, because I've never experienced that. But if you say it happens sometimes, but how would you know? If you book a month ahead, you don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes they do maintenance. How do you know?
Yeah, one friend mine, he's complained. He's contact me and he say, we don't have water, what we can do, and I say, well, sorry, but it's nothing to do, just need to wait. If you want to take shower, the only thing, if you really need to take shower, the only thing you can do, it's just pay in this place, in this post where it's have the numbers in the beach. There they have a shower. Yeah, that's the only
Or
way.
shower on the beach. They have the little showers on the beach.
You come 7 in the morning. You stay after you in the airplane all day, and you're not able to take shower.
Yeah, other people. Backpack Mo says he's never experienced that. Sick with it, Yo says he's never experienced that. And Charlie says they will normally call you ahead of time to let you know the water will be off. I see this would be normal because they don't want the bad reviews. Airbnb reviews are very important.
That's what I told my friends before, because usually what the apartments they do, they inform people live there long time ago. Hey, this day we're going to close the water this time to that time.
Yes. Yeah, and
When
if you're unlucky, it's unfortunate.
It's like that, but maybe they don't want to let you guys know because they don't want to, you're not going to rent one apartment when you don't have water, let's say for 12 hours when you come there.
Well, I hope that that's not the case, because I would think any normal, decent human being would want you to know what's going on, because then you're going to complain.
Yeah,
they don't want that.
I contact the woman, for my friend, and she says, sorry, I don't know about it. It's nothing, something inside my system, then I can do something about it.
Yeah, that's
But
unfortunate.
no,
I don't.
she's know it's not the truth, because people's when they going to close the water and clean the tank and everything, they
Yeah,
let
they have to tell
the
people.
letter to everybody's apartment 1 week before this happens.
Well, all you can do is send out a letter, send out a bad review to Airbnb, and hopefully you get compensated. If you run into bad luck, it's unfortunate. I don't think it's the mark necessarily of a bad person, that if it happens, it happens, but they should definitely know. Bruno did say that a vantagem de ir pra praia era tanta que não me atentei aos detalhes. So yeah, that's what most people do. They see an apartment, they think, oh, this is nice, and they're in a hurry, and they're desperate, and they just rent a place and they don't read the reviews. Read the reviews, because like she just got it because she wanted to get a place quickly and that looked nice, and she ended up getting what we say is a lemon. She got a bad place. But I'm sure if you looked at the reviews right now, you would see other people complaining about those things you're complaining about. All right, let's continue with the video.
But yeah, a lot of things. I hope we talk a lot in the live about some info about Airbnb. You know, a lot of suggestions to you guys. That's a really nice room. And here, it's another room. Love it. Oh. Nice. Wow. And here is the toilet. Oh, huge. Nice, nice. I really like it. One for me, one for you. Nice. I love this place. It's very fresh. Calm down. Relax. We are ready for make a party. Look. Here. Party time. And here is the kitchen. Have the pans, have the glass. Make sure you guys have everything what you guys need. Nice. Really nice. And let me check. Oh boy! I love this. It's full. Energetic. Stella beer. Chocolate, a lot of things. Good, just very good. Here also, it's able to open. Here you guys open, you know, in case you want to put all the drinks here when it's the party time. You just open this. Here have some big chairs and you put all the drinks, the ice, everything that you need when the party's here. I really like this place. I wish they let people, you know, doing some party here sometimes. Have a nice table with chairs outside. I really, really love this place. It's nice. The bed and everything. Okay guys, now we're done from here. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe any channel, follow me on Instagram, and see you in the next video. Bye. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and follow me on Instagram.
Dennis, you moved it.
Sorry, I'm gonna read some of these comments here. James Wingate, I'm gonna try Airbnb when I travel to Brazil. Yeah, try it. I recommend it. There was a time where I always used to get hotels, not when I went to Brazil, just on other trips, and now I almost always try to get Airbnb before. It's usually a little bit cheaper, and you have a little bit more freedom. And so I recommend you try it. Hopefully, you have a good experience. I don't know. I always have. Steve in the DMV says it happened to me on my first trip to Rio. My host did send me a notice through Airbnb app. However, I did not see the notice until I tried to take a shower. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
okay. So backpack Mo, good question. Washer or dryer? Did they have washer and dryer? Did they have a washing machine?
Yeah, they have, but it's outside for the apartment. That's
So
near.
they don't have one inside.
Or before the elevator, they have one room. It's like it's a laundry room.
Laundry room, yeah.
Also, the people's for their other apartment for the other side, they are able to use also.
All right. Good night, Kiki. Thanks for coming. Yeah, this is important. Anytime I go to Brazil, I always make sure wherever I rent has at least a washer. Dryer is not as important because most places they'll have lines and you can hang up your clothes and dry it. It can be a little bit inconvenient, but it's important to me because I wash clothes all the time. So I've been in apartments where they didn't. That was like this. When I went to Fortaleza, they had on the 4th floor of this building, they had washer and dryer. And or they had like a few machines that you put coins in, and so sometimes it's that type of deal. But yeah, make sure you ask. Don't assume anything. But I'm surprised that a place that looked that good didn't have a washing machine inside.
Yeah, not inside, outside. Yes, but the reason my friend he's rental this apartment, he's want to make a party there.
Yes. Okay. Tell us about that. And he wasn't able to, right?
He's have big argument. First, he's contact me. He say, Renata, have a problem with water, and then after he's complain again. Oh, Renata, I want to make party. Now I'm not able to bring my friends and to make party and this and this. And the women want to know how many people is going to the party. And he say, oh, it's not many. It's only 4 friends mine. They are Americans. We come all together for meeting. We not see each other a long time, and we're going to make barbecue. And they come with some companies,
Well, about 12 to 15 people.
No, maybe 4 guys and 6 girls.
So 5 guys, or maybe 6 guys. You said 4 or 5 friends. Plus
No,
himself.
4 guys. But the thing is, most of the times the problem for the reason the parties, it's the some peoples they make the radio loud speak it, and then it's bottle peoples live inside the apartments.
Yeah.
So, but when
usually that's at night. They have a certain time.
Down, it's not a lot of scream or things like that. Then it's okay. But that's why the reason they asking how many people is going to come in the party. But he's get crazy because the woman say no. It's only has to be you, your friend, and 2 more guests.
Again, if he read the policies in Airbnb, he would. I'm positive that it said that you're not allowed to have parties because every Airbnb I've ever stayed in says that you're not allowed to have parties there. So like he should have known. Again, he got all excited because he saw a big space and he was living in his fantasy that he was gonna, have him and his 4 friends and probably about 8 women there partying it up, and they don't allow that, man. They're very strict with the noise, and
Yeah.
they say
Well,
they
the
don't
only
want the
thing is,
apartments
I
destroyed.
know he's making the party. I was in the market with him because he said, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. Because the other apartment and the other side, because listen, what some Airbnb they doing, it's like they have this in the same area, same apartment, like this apartment, what he's supposed to be rental, have ocean view. It stay in the back of Copacabana Palace. They send the picture, have this water come inside to the pool. You understand? When the water circulate inside to the pool,
Okay.
it's look exactly the same, like, but the water circulation to the pool when the water come inside to the pool, it's have ocean view to the Copacabana beach because it stay in the back of Copacabana Palace Hotel, but you can see the beach, the ocean. But when he's there, it's completely different what he see in the picture. The apartment he see in the picture, it's his apartment mixed with another view, the other side of the other apartment.
Oh, okay. They
The
probably
other
own both of them.
have the ocean view, have 5, and he's look, he say, it's my apartment, it's mine. She rented to another people's. I want to go there. I want to look because I don't have the ocean view, and what I see in the picture have the ocean view, have this thing come in the pool for the water, the waterfall inside the pool. And he say, I don't have any of that.
Did he
And when
complain?
we go inside the other apartment, it's 5 American guys there. The apartment is with 5 bedrooms. And then the apartment, yes, have ocean view. The pool is much more big, and the apartment it's look like millions. Million.
Again, read the policies, read the reviews, check the pictures, and if it isn't what they say it is, you need to complain and help out the next person, because you wish that if it was like that you could read the reviews and see that it's not like that. But you guys got to read the reviews, man. Read the reviews and write your own reviews.
And then the guys came to him and he said, let me check your apartment. And then the guys came and say, what's the thing? And he said, well, now she's not let me allowed. I rent to this apartment. She not let me allowed to make the party. And the guys say, what? And the guys go, the guys are there ready to make the party in their apartment. So it seems like they have fun. It seems like they have the party they wanted. I don't know because I'm not there, but I'm sure, yes. I asked him, you doing the barbecue? You have your party? He said, yes. So then it's good. He said they doing it.
Yeah.
And the guys for the other apartment, they come because it's front doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Backpack Mo says if he wanted a big party, rent the penthouse suite. Yeah, they did. They rented the penthouse, but they got the other side. So the penthouse probably has 4. I'm gonna assume 4 apartments on the roof, like 4 apartments, or is it 2?
No, that's in the last floor in the top roof. It's 2 apartments.
Okay.
One,
small,
this one
big
that
one.
I show, and the other one it's with 5 bedrooms.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Well, what are you gonna do? Complain. That's it. Help out the next person.
So, guys, just make sure when you guys are going to rental or stay in some place, you feel allowed to receive it, the visitings, your guest, and make sure the water is working good, the hot shower, because most of the things I hear people complain, it's the hot water, how to heat the water. Oh, the water don't get warm. It's take longer. Oh, it's just water. It's very little. It's not much. I hear that many times.
The things that are important to you, ask the questions, and then when they respond, you have it on record that they told me this. Because let's be realistic. Sometimes you're going to be disappointed, and there's nothing you can do about it at that point because you're already there. So all you can do is like complain, and hopefully when everybody does their reviews, the people that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, then they lose business and then they have to change what they're doing. Sikwit says he wants the location of that place, Anata. Wants the link to that place.
No.
Yeah, and you got to think also, guys, if you have an apartment and you're renting it out, like if I had an Airbnb in Copa, I bought my apartment, I furnished it, it looks nice, and I'm renting it out. The last thing I want is for some Americans up in there having parties. That's the last thing I want. Enjoy my apartment, but I don't want that. Like, would you want that? You can complain because you're the one that wants to have the party, but think about, it's not a hotel. It's an apartment, and if things break or wear and tear, it's like you don't want somebody renting a car from you and they're taking it on the racetrack and doing donuts and going over speed bumps and going crazy with it because it's wear and tear on your apartment. I would put in no parties. You can have a guest, but only one guest at a time or something. I would have something there that I wouldn't want a bunch of people in there. And plus, there's also the liability, right? If you're having a party, somebody gets sick, somebody does something.
It's not a bunch of people's. What most the guys thinking, let's say it's 2 guys with 4 girls or 4 guys for 6 girls, make a party.
That's a bunch of people.
Not a bunch. It's not
That's
a bunch.
A bunch of people. That's 12 to 15 people in your apartment. That's a lot of people.
When it's past like 10 people.
Okay, so 5 guys and how many girls?
No, I say 4 guys and 6 girls. That's
how many sets? That's 10.
Okay.
10 people in an apartment is a lot.
Yeah, when it's 10 people's up, then let's say it's too much because you need to control the song, you need to control the music, you need to control the drink, some things.
Yeah, but people drink, people get drunk, people make noise, and then something can get stolen, something can get broken.
Yeah, what I mean is the guys, they want to come to have fun, to enjoy the time, and they rent a place like that to have a fun. And when they come here, they're not allowed. And they only found out about that after when they are here. That's not good.
Renata, think about if you rented your house for Airbnb, would you want people partying in your house?
Well, I don't have a problem if you let me know before how many people it's come to the party. I don't have a problem, and I think most the place they don't have a problem also. If at least you say how many people it's come to the party. I want to make barbecue. Let's say you don't want to make party. You just want to make a barbecue for your friends and some guests. You want to know it's allowed if you're able to make a barbecue for some friends there. Come and you invite, and then you say how many.
So, okay, but sometimes you have a good party and people just have fun. They drink a little bit and that's all great and they go home. And then sometimes people have parties where it gets out of hand. There's a lot of drinking. Things get broken. Glass breaks on the floor. Somebody cuts their foot. Somebody falls into the TV. Something, there's all kind of liability issues. Hold on, guys in the room, would you want to if you had an Airbnb, a nice Airbnb with a couple of rooms like this, nice and fancy, would you want them throwing parties at your Airbnb?
That's what I say. If I'm rental the place, it's okay. But if everything is damaged or broken, then it's your responsibility. I let you make the party going for, let's say, 6 people's maximum. If something is broken or damaged, then it's your responsibility.
Okay, but the reality of it is when something gets broken, say the TV gets broken or the shower head comes off or something happens where, wait. Now they have to pay for it, but now you can't rent out that thing, your spot, until the repairs are done, and you're going to lose money. What if you had the next day somebody else was coming to the apartment? Now they come to the apartment and the thing's broken.
When you rental Airbnb, you guys need to pay a safety money, right?
It doesn't matter, Renata. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Damage.
Renata, what if you had somebody else? What if you went to rent an Airbnb and when you got there was things broken in the place because it was a party the night before? So who's responsible now? Are they going to pay for your the next week when they have to fix the shower head and they got to replace the TV? Are they paying for this?
We come to this accent now. That's people's who have Airbnb rental in Brazil. Let's say you guys buy a property apartment and have Airbnb in Brazil. You know, thank you, people. They already have this in the list. They already have preparing for this. It's not easy just to. It's easy buy apartment and put out for sale, but who are you going to contract? Make the contract to put your apartment for rental. You guys need to keep eye on that also, because some company it's a lot of restrict. It's a lot of things. You buy the apartment. Many guys they buy the apartments in Rio and Copacabana, and they think, oh, I want to buy a new sofa. I want the sofa blue. Oh, I want to sand color my sofa. Oh, I want that. It's not like that. Don't buy apartment in Brazil if you're going to put your apartment in some company for Airbnb rental, because it's not going to look supposed to be what you wanted. If you're going to change the furniture, of course, you're going to change the floor. Of course, you're going to make modification in the apartment. In many places, they follow the hotel's rules. What is the hotel rules? White blankets. You're not possible buy, let's say, white towels if you want. Much more. Oh, white it's easy because it's much more easy to clean. You're not allowed. The contract that you sign with this office for rental your apartment in Airbnb, the colors of the towel have to be gray or blue. All the blankets have to be white.
Yeah, you're talking
with color they not going to use. That's erase money. So you guys, and then it's coming the headache. Because you're already out, you already buy the blankets, the pillows, and the pillows have to be the company where you put your apartment to rental, the pillow they wanted, not what you wanted. It's your apartment, you pay for, you give the money, but you need to know which company you signed the contract, what is the rules for them.
Okay, you're talking about something. You switched to the what we were talking about.
That's what I said. Now we change for rental to a owner of the property Airbnb, because some guys they buy apartments, they invest in Brazil, and they think, okay, let me buy the apartment, and just I want to make some modification. I want that, but it's not exactly like that. When you rent let's say you, Dennis.
Yes.
You buy apartment in Copacabana. What's the next step? You can wait to see, let's say, your sofa, your bed. You can wait to go out and make your apartment look nice for rental. And then your company, where you sign the contract, they help you to have your apartment rental all the time. They say, listen, this sofa it's not allowed, this mattress it's not allowed, this is, and then you say, oh my god, what is this? I buy the apartment, it's my money, and they want control how my apartment's going to look like.
I don't know. We need to have some people on here that actually rent Airbnbs, because I don't know of that situation that you're talking about, where you get your apartment, because usually I would get my apartment, I would furnish it the way I want to, and then I would say, okay, you know what, when I'm not here, I'm going to rent it to Airbnb. Let me do a contract with Airbnb. But what you're talking about is doing contract with a property management company that takes
Yeah,
care of renting your place for you, and then
yeah.
they're putting stipulations on how the apartment is furnished and all those things. I would just do my place first the way I want it, and then I would rent it. So I don't
That
know. I don't know this thing that you're saying, like it's mandatory that you have to do it their
they
way.
come
I'm not
inside
familiar with it.
that's what I say. Depends what company you guys look for. Some companies, when you buy the apartment, you're not allowed to use the same furnitures you have there. Let's say you buy apartment already come with furnitures, and the sofa is not look good, and the beds is not good, and you need to do some modification. Even the kitchen.
Can you
Um,
can you find like a representative from one of these companies? Because I honestly don't know how it works, but from what I know about Airbnbs, the people that own the apartment do a contract with Airbnb. Every Airbnb I've been to, I've never been to an Airbnb like they have mismatched pillows and all kind of things. I've never seen a situation where I said, "Oh, these all these Airbnbs look the same," and I've just
I
never
know,
seen it. What you're talking about right now, I've never seen it.
I
Never.
know because I have a friends. They buy apartment and they go into this process right now. That's why I comment and I talk about it, just to let you guys know. What I told most,
Sorry, hold on. Let me
what I told my
wait,
friends,
Renata. Let me because this already ran out. It's been too long. Raider Ben with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir.
thank
Much
you.
appreciated. He says it's too much of a hassle to fix something when you are booked. I say no partying in my unit. I'm right there with you, Raider Ben. Go ahead, Hinata. Party
Yes.
girl.
So what I say is, when you guys buy the apartments, and you guys need some, what's called empresa, some office where you're going to put your apartment for rental.
So,
It's the company just drop your apartment in Airbnb in the page and everything.
I wouldn't do it through it. Then don't do it through that company.
I talk with my friends, they say, oh, this and this, they complain a lot. They go with many, many things going on now, like the woman fix everything and the women's go there to get the peoples to inside the apartment and check in and clean. They even don't know they need to pay for the lunch. If she's there in the morning, she's have to be there very early in the morning. She have a breakfast when she's leaving home. If the peoples come, let's say 2 p.m., they need to pay for her lunch.
But Hinata, you don't need to use this company, is what I'm saying. I've never all the Airbnbs I stayed at, I go to the desk and I give them my passport. They copy it, they sign me, and then they give me the keys. It's not somebody
No,
meeting me in the apartment and showing me around. Like
no, but
what you're
I
saying sounds.
no. What I talk about it's when you have apartment rental with Airbnb. When you are the owner, when you are the property, your
Yeah,
property,
Hinata, I'm telling you, as somebody that rents from Airbnb, I've never been in the situation that you're talking about. There's nobody meeting me there and giving me the key. I just go to the front desk and I pick up my key. All the things that you're saying right now, I haven't seen it like what you're talking about. So maybe there's specific companies. Maybe it's a fancier concierge type service company that rents it for you and takes care of all these things. But I'm
no,
saying you can do a more of a direct thing with Airbnb and not have to deal with what you're talking about.
yeah, maybe yeah, that's what I try to say. Maybe you don't know because these peoples, they have the company and they go into the apartment, they clean the apartment for the next person. What they do after they clean, they give the key to the reception guy for the next person who's come there.
Okay, so I've never rented like what you're talking about. I can call
Yeah,
my guy
No, that's because that's what I say. It's different because now we talk about people's they buy apartment and they want to rental invest in Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
That's let's say it's my advice for people's going to rental because you need a company where you put your apartment to be safe to be rental.
Okay, well, Hinata, I think maybe what you should do is contact one of these companies and have somebody come on the show that can and I can look for people that actually have properties and see how they do it, because the guy that I rented from, he's like a maintenance guy, he's a handyman, and he takes care of this one particular building. They have 4 or 5 apartments in this building, so his job is to go in and fix things if things break or whatever the case is, or if you lost your key and you have no way to get in or something is wrong. That's what this guy does. It's no fancy thing like what you're talking about. And
Yes.
yeah, definitely the way the apartments are furnished, it's not what like you're describing either.
Right. Right.
um
That's my point. That's my point. That's why I'm here to advise you guys. See first who you're going to sign the contract where you're going to put your apartment to
okay,
sell, to
that's good
invest, not
advice.
to sell, rental for invest.
A couple things here.
Because some friends might they have some problems with that.
Justice Champion says, Hanata, have you ever visited Ubatuba, Brazil? I've never heard of it.
Ubatuba, I hear, but I don't know. Ubatuba. I hear about it before. I don't think so.
Okay. Here's another one. Steve from the DMV. Oh, hold on. We have another Cash App from.
Dennis, we
Wait,
have a link.
for what?
Drop the link. Drop for who's want to
Hold
come.
on. Let me get through some of these things. Give me a second here. I don't want to say the full name. James with the $5 Cash App. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Stephen the DMV says, my brother rented an Airbnb. One of his kids broke the patio door. He had to pay for the door, plus got charged for 4 days rental while the unit was getting repaired. Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't know how I didn't know that was a thing that they can charge you for days after, but this is what I was talking about. If I have a place and something essential gets broken, something that the next customer is going to complain about, of course you can't rent it. Oh, the shower head broke. Oh, the heater for something broke, or whatever, something essential, the front of the bed, something. And now you're going to lose money renting. So of course you want to protect yourself. Brazilian rental laws allow for changes approved by the owner, so it's different from the US. Sorry, Brazilian rental laws don't allow for changes unless approved by the owner. I'm a little bit lost there.
Yeah. My friend now he's by this apartment and he's want to put camera front to his door to see who's come in, who's go out, you know, to
Yeah, that's
know if the apartment is rental or not for the correct persons,
yeah.
He's one follower, and they say it's not allowed. So that's another info good to you guys to ask them before you guys buy the apartment. Ask them if you allowed to have some camera outside and front of your door.
The Prodigy says, at Pathfinder, what kind of changes are you talking about? I've rented out apartments for a long period of time and had no issues. Prodigy, where have you? Maybe we need to talk to you. Where have you been renting out properties? In Brazil? Dennis, it's the same for me. What I understood was that as long as it's back in the condition, walls the same white color, etc., as it was when you originally received the keys, it's cool. Okay.
Well, I told that friend mine, say, listen, most the Airbnb, it's not a matter which pillow you have, the color, the towels, nothing this it's matter. But he say it's the company that he's put the apartment for rental in the Airbnb. The company they want all the apartments follows the rules. You know, they need all white blankets. They need the towels with colors, let's say blue, gray, and green.
So
So it's some rules.
So then my suggestion would be not to go with a company like that. Because if unless you're doing it like what Hanata is saying,
Right.
if you're just buying a property to rent it, you're just buying rental properties, then that's one thing. But if I'm going to buy a place, it's going to be for me to enjoy it first. Second, when I'm not around, I rent it. So I want it to be comfortable for me. I don't want cheap things, or well, not to say cheap, but things that I don't agree with. Nobody's going to tell me how to decorate my place. So I'll find a property manager. I'll find a company that will take care of these things for me. Like if I was,
Yes.
go ahead.
Then, sorry, I talked with the company, and you know what the company they complain about it? It's
What?
because the companies say the guys they don't want to spend expensive things money. They want good quality a sofa, but the sofa have to be cheap. Oh, I just have this money. I just want this sofa with this price. And they
Mhm.
say no, we're not going to use this cheap sofa in this place because it's not going to last longer.
Okay, so they're making those stipulations so that it's not going to be cheap stuff. I thought it was the opposite. I thought they wanted you to get stuff that was like, okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. I get it. A company
Company,
wants to maintain their standards. They want to say anything that we rent is going to be of this quality. I understand that completely.
yeah. So the companies say that's what you use. We use the pillows uh, as a name, the company. If you
Okay.
buy the French pillow, they're not going to use. You need to buy what they say, with good quality because it stay longer. So it's going to be expensive. So what I say is it's just one advice for you guys when you guys going to buy and sign the contract. Make sure what it's extra, what you guys get surprise after. If you need to pay for the lunch, for the extra time for people's who you're going to rental or whatever, just yeah, because the company say to him, he say, oh, every day money, send money about this, send money about that. The air conditioning, it's leakage inside the apartment. Need to put for repair. Oh, need to make this and this every day after they buy the
Yeah.
apartment.
Well,
Some money for
can you imagine after you're spending all this money on fixing things here and there, and then you got foreigners coming in and having parties in your apartment, and every other day you got to send money to get something else. Anyways, I get it. I get it, Hanata. And you guys, you have the choice, to get whoever you want. Like if I was going to buy a couple apartments now, I would say, Hanata, you're going to be my property manager. Do you want the job? And please, every week I want you to go out and just make sure everything is cool. Make sure, things aren't broken. And if there's repairs that need to be done, I think she would be great at that. And yeah. 'Cause I
I
wouldn't want
already
a company like that because it sounds a little bit. Yeah.
I already stay here and I try to help. Oh my God. And it's so many things, you
Yeah.
know. Even when the peoples that you talk, they're not able to speak English. Oh my God.
Yep. Okay. I put the link up for anybody that wants to come on. I would like to hear from Prodigy. Do you want to come on the live and tell us some of your experiences? Because you've done this. I was looking for somebody earlier I had a friend that I met in Brazil, and he told me that he was purchasing an apartment in Copa, but that was last time I talked to him was about a year ago, and when I spoke to him today, he said that he actually bought a place in Colombia and was trying to buy another place somewhere in Brazil. But I want somebody that has some experience in Brazil. So Prodigy, you're welcome to come in if you want. That would be nice. Ed Babine says, I think it's third party. In Colombia, someone was talking about it. Think about it. Foreigners are not in the country during all the year. Yes. Prodigy says, I went directly through the owner pretty much instead of the company. A lot more chill up there in the north. Okay, you're in the north. And Babine says it's pretty much one stop shop that you can't trust while you can hire outside people. Trusting them can be an issue sometimes. Yeah. You want to kind of know who you're dealing with. Just dealing with a company and they have all these rules and stuff. I would rather deal on a more personal note. Charlene, welcome to the live.
Hey.
What up?
How you doing, sir?
You drinking. Whenever Hanata brings up this property management stuff, take a shot.
No, I'd be lying on the floor right now.
On in the past 15 minutes, so we get it.
She's passionate, man. So
What? I don't understand.
he says that you keep bringing up the property management thing with this company, like you've been talking about it a lot. So he said every time you talk about it, we should take shots. But I'm like, I would be lying on the floor right now. Look, she's giving you the side eye. Did you see that? It was one of these.
She gave me the side eye, but she's been going on and on about it for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you just said, when you come here, do it yourself. That's a simple solution.
Yeah, I would really like to know how people do it, because I see a lot of them by the people that own the apartment. It's not a company, unless I'm reading it wrong. But yeah, it's just people. The people that I rent from are just these people own this property, and maybe they're in. I remember one place I rented from. The guy lives in Italy or something, and he has this property. And when I did correspondence, it was directly with him, not some company in Brazil. So I spoke to him, and then he had a handyman. That the handyman's job is after the people leave, they bring the cleaners in and make sure everything's cool. So a big company that rents to Airbnb, it sounds like another middleman. It's going to be more expensive. Now you have to pay that company a portion, so you have to raise your prices. I don't know.
Yeah, but sometimes
the whole point of Airbnb was to rent a house or apartment from the people, not from another company. Then you might as well be in a hotel.
Yeah, but sometimes, let's say it's not a big company. It's only, let's say it's somebody else. Let's say it's one group and a family. They work with that together. It's not a company, let's say. But you need to sign the contract anyway for one period to rent your apartment. And sometimes this family company, it's small, it's not a big thing, but they have a couple other apartments. And what they doing, they want all the apartments, it's look the same shape. They want to look the same of hotels. You understand?
I get it.
So
for me, I'm like, it's not your apartment, it's my apartment, and I don't want my apartment to look like all your properties that you manage.
Yeah, but my advice, what I'm here for, it's to say, before, when you guys buy an apartment, before you guys put this apartment for sale with somebody else, not for sale, for rental, sorry, for rental with somebody else, make sure what is the rules.
Hanata,
Yeah.
let us get the apartments first. You're putting the cart before the horse right now.
Huh?
Many of us don't have properties right now, so you got to let us find properties first before we even think about that step.
Well, I think a lot of this is don't buy the property and not know what your next step is going to be. So she's warning people, hey, it's not just you buy the property, you got to think about the money that you spend furnishing, and it's there's extra costs involved when you're going to try to Airbnb. I think that's the tale that we should learn from all of this. There's just a lot more than just buying the apartment, right, Hanata?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me bring in Sick With It. Welcome to the live, or welcome back. Sick With It, yo. How are you and the wife?
Hey. We're good. Hello to everyone. This is strictly about renting out Airbnbs as an owner or as a renter. That's what I was wanting clarification on.
Yeah.
It was
The
supposed to
first
be
is
both.
about a rental, and now it's about owner.
Okay. All right. I'm following. I'll be quiet now. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have any experience you want to share with us, like that? You know, maybe
From the
some-
rental perspective, we do have property in Brazil, but not renting it out. So, but
is that because you just don't want people up in there, or is that
Right.
is that a step that you're going to take?
that is why I don't want other people sitting
Partying in your place, right?
Yeah. Well, not just partying, but I don't want any other people in my bathroom, stuff like that.
In your bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
so
that's
some
the problem I have too. It's like, yeah, if I'm going to get a place, then it's either going to be just for rental. But right now, if I was going to get a place, it'd be a place I want to stay in. And the idea of people having parties up in my place, who's in my bed, who's doing what, where, like I would have to bleach down that, like before I come step in there. I need to get out those lights, the lights to see what is where.
But I know it's weird it's a little bit weird to think about that. But when you think about how much the money you're going to save if you're going to another apartment, or how much the money you can get after you rent your place, the things it's going to be like small in your head.
I know, man. I need that black light. Let's welcome Prodigy to the room. Prodigy, what's up?
Ain't not much. Thanks for having me. Good evening, everybody. Renato.
Hey,
Boa
hi.
noite.
Boa noite.
So what do you have to add? Hold on, wait. Before you do that, Sick With It. So that's you don't want to. So you have a place that's already set, furnished, that you go when you go to Brazil. That's where you stay, but you right now you're just not renting it at all.
No, we have a place in João Pessoa, but I never go there. I always go to other parts. So I like to see a lot more of activity. I'll say that.
So would you ever consider renting it out?
No, I don't want other people sitting on my commode and all that stuff. No.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
I'm just I'm that way.
All right. So Prodigy, you've owned a lot of places. You've owned some property, just in Brazil. Or?
Oh no. I was just saying that I've rented apartments in Rio, okay. And I was saying that I'm renting a place up north in Maceió. Okay. And I was just expressing how.
Yes, I have a question for him.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. He said he's come to Brazil and he's rental Airbnb apartments, right? That's correct?
Me? No. I was just saying that I've done the way where you're communicating with the owner, and then when you get to Brazil, it's just like a handyman who's giving you the keys and checking you out when you're leaving. But everything you're doing is pretty much through the owner, and that was in Rio. And then up north, pretty much through the owner again, where there's a middleman. And I was just saying that I've had no issues as far as if I wanted to make some changes to the apartment. It's just they just want when you're leaving that everything is the same. If you change the walls, they just want the walls to be the same color. If you put up a hammock on the wall, so you have to drill into the wall to put a hammock up. When you're leaving, obviously you're going to take your hammock with you. They want you to
Yeah.
fill up the holes.
Okay, let me see if I'm understand correct. So that's mean you rental one apartment for long period.
Yeah, these are long periods you're
Correct.
talking about.
Let's say 1 year, 3 years.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, long
Yeah,
periods,
that's
in Maceió, short
yeah, that's
short term in
normal.
Rio.
Okay.
Yeah, the same way you pick up the apartment the first time, that's the same way you need to give when you go out from the apartment. Not matter if past 1 or 2 years, the paint it have to be fresh, the everything you change it have to be modification to be the same what you get in the first time, the first day.
Right.
So, let's talk the short term ones, because I think most of the people are dealing with that. When you rent in Rio, the short term places, are you renting the same way as the long term as far as dealing directly with the owner? Or are you going through some kind of...
Most of the times, yes.
Yeah, that's
Most of the
all I've
times, yeah.
ever done is deal with the owners. Never what Renata is talking about. I don't know if that's something new, and maybe when I go back, it's going to be like, and that would be a shame, because then what's happening is there's another middleman. It's going to be more expensive, and then
No,
the whole point
then
of Airbnb was for people to rent out their places,
you
not big
guys
companies
think,
to have a bunch
yeah,
of things.
but sometimes you guys think it's the owner for the apartment, but most of the times it's not.
Okay,
Most of the
that could
times
be true.
it's a lot of people they working for the owner to take care of your apartments.
Well, I have nothing to say about that, because that could be true. But when I see it and they say they're the owner, then I believe them. I don't know.
No,
I don't really like that it's going corporate like that.
because
If that's the case.
maybe they say that because it's their responsibility, but when it's come to the big thing, then you get to know really who's the owner. But to the point when it's just to give the key, rental, take care of the things in the apartment, they don't let you know who is the really owner for the apartments.
Okay. Let me read some more of these. I
Well,
think
I can say because I'm one, live in Rio, Brazilian, and I know I see, I live, I have many experience. So that's why I just say what I know.
yeah. Well, I've had like personal conversations with like the one place, the owner, he lived across the street. I mean, across the hallway from where I was renting. So he said, "Hey, I'm just across here. Call me if you need anything." And when you go in the apartment, it's you can tell it's somebody that was living there. It's not so, they have personal effects and things around, so it didn't feel like a hotel or something. But anyways, I think Hanata's point is that the apartment owners want to keep up with the standards of the surrounding hotels along with their policies. Yeah, and for their own website, because it's like you have Airbnb, but they got their own thing going on. And when all their apartments look a certain way and they have a certain aesthetic to it. And but I think it kind of sucks. I like the whole idea of you're able to make money on your place, especially if you're not going to be around, or I don't know. It's a shame if it's going this route, because I think it's going to get ruined doing it this way. The question is, this is from Ed Babine. How do you get a good person who can manage it from a distance? That person probably needs to speak good English.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing. If you guys buy apartment to invest, just make sure the person speak English.
The person that manages it.
Yeah, speak English, right?
Yeah, they have to speak it. It doesn't have to be great English, but decent English. And somebody that you can trust is the number one thing, because you don't know what's going on when you're not there. They could be renting out your spot underneath you when you think
That's
there's
what
nobody in
I
the
say.
apartment.
Now my friend, he's just buy the apartment. He's want to put the camera because they say the apartment's supposed to be rental last week. And then they say the guy just changed the mind because it's going to be more people's. They want to rental in the same place,
Building.
possible different apartment because let's say it's five guys.
Hmm.
They they want to be able, if they not stay in the same apartment, but at least in the same edifice. You understand? The same building.
Hmm.
So, and they say, oh, they're not going to rent anymore. But who is guarantee if they not rent or not? So my friends say, Renata, I want to know if I'm allowed to have a camera in the front of the apartment.
Yeah, I've seen that. It can't be in the apartment, but it can be. You could put it right above like the door, so you could see when people come in.
That's what I told him. I saw, many apartments, they have that. I say something you need to talk with the owner, like the syndic, the administration for the edifice, the apartment, if you allow to do that. If they say no, then my advice is to you guys to put a key code. Then the key code, you guys are going to control when people's they are inside your apartment and what time and for what. Because when they go, let's say, rental your apartment for 5 days, you put one PIN code and you give to them, and then stay for 5 days this PIN code to the time they leave out.
Hmm.
And then you possibly change that in an app in your phone after.
Okay.
If the woman come to clean your apartment, you give to her the PIN code and she come and clean. If you're not able to use the camera.
Ed Babine is saying, when you got a place like this and don't rent it, how much does it cost to keep it when you're not around? So, yeah, this is a good question. Like, stick with it. You have a spot.
Yep.
You don't want to rent it out.
Nope.
It's paid for completely.
Yes. Yes,
No
it is.
mortgage. So what's
No,
the
it's paid.
maintenance on that? Like, what are you paying out every month?
Very little. I mean, probably I would say it's less than $50 because my wife's sister goes over there and checks on it and just do some dusting maybe. That's
Yeah.
about it because no one stays there. Just make sure
Bucks
everything
a month?
is
See,
No,
if it was really that cheap, I wouldn't rent it.
no, but
That's all it is because nobody stays there.
Yeah. No electricity, no water. Go ahead, Renata.
yeah, but I don't know there in the United States for you guys or other places in the world, But in Rio, if your house is closed and nobody's live there, it's get more damage and everything when it's closed than when people's live inside. It's get like humidity because most of the time the house is closed.
Understood. Yeah.
Get a
Yeah.
lot of the spider, the
Mhm.
furniture, it's get a lot of mold. Everything it's get destroyed with the time.
True.
So
that happens in a lot of hot, moist places.
On
Yes.
inside the house.
Yeah.
Fungus
So
sets in.
sometimes
Yeah.
keep the house with
Termites.
the water and everything.
Mhm.
It gets more damage after
Mhm.
when the house is too much long time closed than open.
So
Mhm.
you need to
I
run
totally
the air
understand
conditioning.
that. But no, our place is in good shape because of my sister-in-law. So, but still, no one stays there constantly. Yeah, it's in great shape though.
And is that a house or an apartment building
It's a condo.
in a building?
Well, I guess you could say apartment. Same thing. I call it they call it a a condo. It's an apartment. That's what I look at.
It's the same thing. A condo is just apartment that you own.
Right.
No different.
And it's only, and even with the apartment like condominium fees monthly, it only comes up to $50 to maintain it.
Yes. Is there an HOA? There's a HOA fee too?
No. No,
Oh.
they don't. Most times they don't have that. People there are much more social and communicate, so they don't have to really have HOAs. HOAs are to make sure that everyone's on the same code, communication wise, and things that people will do to their apartment. Like, if you own a home, like we do in Bay Area, you can't put certain things on your home in a certain neighborhood, right? With the HOA, you have to abide by the rules for your neighborhood or your community. So, but in Brazil, where in João Pessoa, this particular place, no, that is just more so everyone knows everyone.
I was just in the Bay.
Oh man, see, you didn't tell me, man.
I didn't. I thought you lived in like San Diego or something. I was in the Bay for this.
You act,
competition. I was in Brisbane. I stayed in Brisbane. Yeah.
oh
I don't know.
man, if you look up Menlo Park, you'll see how close you were to me.
Okay. All right.
Man, that's cold blooded, Dennis. That's cold blooded.
Hey. I didn't know. I thought you were like Los Angeles or something. Okay. I hope that helps. But even if it was double, even if it was like 200 a month or something, I would still be tempted not to rent out my spot. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that is cheap.
Safadinu. Oh, hey man, it's been a minute. How you doing? She's talking about a management company. They are acting for the owners, so they are technically the owner. Yeah, I mean, however it works. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that experience in it. What's Bruno saying? Renata, esta certa já vi muito isso. We already see this.
Hanata,
I don't know.
You've seen this a lot?
I don't know what's the point. She say,
Yeah,
I'm
what-
right. She see a lot of that happens before. Something that I say, she say,
Which one?
I'm right. She see this happens many times before.
Bruno, we're a little bit lost. So maybe say what you talking about.
She said Hanata is correct. She sees this happening a lot. That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, we just don't know what correct about what.
Is Bruna
About everything Renata said is
Yeah, everything
Right.
Renata says is correct.
I am in Brazil.
Congratulations.
I am in Brazil, and I see a lot of things. I hear.
It makes sense that what Hanata is saying about the owner. I book an Airbnb for a party. The person that was talking to me wasn't the owner, but some representative, and this was in Canada. Yeah, I've spoken to people that, like I said, the one guy lived in Italy, and he, I was renting a spot, and then he had a guy named Marco that basically took care of his apartment, and there was about 5 different apartments in the building that he maintained. And then get to know those people if you can, especially those handymen, right? And after, he gave me a deal after for a month renting. And when I go there, when I went there the next time, he said, yeah, he brought me around to the different apartments they had in the building. I got to choose what I wanted, and he did a deal with me. So, yeah. My cousin Alan Harper renovated an apartment in Rio overlooking the ocean. It took him several years, but it's almost finished. Can't wait to visit. That's from Pathfinder. Yes. Must be something to be seen. If it took him years to do, and it's overlooking the ocean. Nice. Safa says, I'm in the process of investing in 2 or 3 condos to rent out on Airbnb. I will manage them myself when I'm in Brazil, but will have a management company take care of it while traveling away from Rio. Do you
Yeah,
know
that's
what company you're
my
going to already? Is it the same company Hinata's talking about?
No, that's my point. His plan to invest, let's say in Rio apartments. That's my point. When he's, let's say, in the United States in his home, he needs somebody to, you know, manage all these things with the key, cleaning, and everything in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I say to you guys. Keep eyeing when you're going to sign the contract, what is inside, what you guys agree, because a lot of things it's possible change after you buy the apartment and put for them. You need to know small things, small details, about blankets, towels, or furnitures. If you possible buy your own, just go out, I want this bed, I want this sofa, or the company where you're going, not big company, but somebody, it's have the rules, restrict things. Oh, the bed and the sheets to put in a bed has to be like this, or just make sure the small things. It's just some info that I give to you guys, so you guys know about it.
I
Hey,
think you'd be
Renata,
good
sorry.
at this type of job, Hinata. Go ahead.
So Renata, is that advice? Is that advice for the person who wants to buy the apartment, or is that advice you're giving to the people who may want to rent it after?
For the people.
No, that's when you buy the apartment. Let's say you buy the
Okay,
apartment and you
got it.
want, let's say you take your money, you buy the apartment, and then when you sign the apartment, you say, okay, all the time when I come to Brazil, I stay in my apartment. That's the first thing, right? And then you imagine you want to put a new couch, and then you imagine you want to put your bed there, and you want to change the furnitures. And then they come to you after and say, oh, this bed is 2 bedrooms, but one, let's put a double bed for 2 single persons. And the other room, oh, the sofa have to be this color. Let's say you want a sand color and they want a blue color. So these small details, you want to buy all white towels because it's more easy to clean, to put inside the chlorine, and they want the towels with color because it stands longer. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things, small details you guys need to know to not have a headache or some issues like that.
Safa says, I have rental units in New Jersey now that I pay my housekeeper to manage for me. Yeah. I would definitely go a route like that where you get somebody, not a company, but somebody to deal with some of these things. But I mean, it is what it is. She is supporting Renata's claims of tenants following Brazilian rental property laws. Okay, thank you. That was for Bruna. Safa says she takes care of scheduling guests, keeping my places, cleaning my places, and replacing any supplies needed. Yeah. There are a few in Rio that I'm looking into. I better address Renata, what Renata
I need to
is
turn
talking
around.
about.
Yeah.
I can better address what. Okay, Safa, why don't you come on the live, man? If you wanna talk, you're writing a lot here. You're more than welcome. I'll put the link up again for Renata. I'm sure people want to know. I want to know.
Oh, it's very hot.
So yeah, anybody have anything else to add here? Let me
No,
know.
but it's very informative live, and it's much appreciated. So I'll jump off and just hang back in the shadows.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, just pop back up. No problem.
All right.
Yeah, these are things that we kind of need to know, and I especially Hanata is saying that she's had friends that have bought places and then are running into these problems. I could see why that would happen, and I would be kind of upset if I spent my money on something and then somebody else is telling me how to furnish it and how to do these things.
Yeah, my friend, he's buy warm blankets. Because you have this blanket with elastic to put around any mattress,
Yes,
and then you have this slim one, very fresh.
these are sheets, not blankets. But go ahead.
Yeah, right. That's what I try. And then he's buy the blankets to put in it to cover the bed and look nice.
Hmm.
It's good when it's cold.
Yes.
He's buy that.
Hmm.
And you know what they tell him? We're not going to use that.
Yeah.
We're not going to use that. I don't know why you buy. And he say, well, I buy for myself when I come to this. Okay, so then you live there in the safety when you need, because they think only about also in the summertime. They say, oh, it's going to be hot. People's not going to use. People's not use that. But
It's to
most
look
of the
good.
time, sometimes some guy, not most of the time, but sometimes the guys, they come in Airbnb, they don't think they're going to feel cold in the middle of the night, and they feel,
Yeah.
and then they'll look for the blankets, and where's the blanket, the
Yeah.
mattress, don't have. So, and they say to him, we're not going to use that.
Okay.
You
Let's-
buy a lot of things, it's not necessary. But what they forget is it's his own apartment. He's feel good to buy a property in Brazil. He's also going to stay there.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna let somebody tell me what I'm gonna do with my apartment. Let's welcome Safa. I believe this is Safa. It says CG here. I'm not sure. Yes, it is Safa. Well, let's welcome Safa to the live. Safa. Been a
Hey
minute,
guys, how you
man.
doing?
How you
Can you
doing?
hear me well?
So what do you have for us, man? It's been a minute since I seen you in here. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Everything good?
Oh, great. Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. I've been here for about 7 months now, and waiting for my 2-year visa to get approved by Polícia Federal. So
Okay. 3-year visa in Brazil?
a 2-year, a retirement
2-year.
visa, a retirement visa.
Oh, okay. So that's different from what they have. Okay.
Yeah. So I was originally going to go for the digital nomad visa, but just elected to go for the retirement visa because I don't officially work, I guess. So they're claiming.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
So you have
Yeah.
some properties. Tell us, man. Give us your
Yes.
insight.
So yeah, I was saying in the States, I have a couple of properties that I currently put on Airbnb, and my cleaning person is starting a management company, or I'm helping her start a management company where she will be managing my properties as well as others that I'm reaching out to other owners that I know that do Airbnbs. So she's going to run a small management company or start a small management company, so she doesn't have to clean every day anymore. So it'll be a nice business for her to, hire people to do the cleaning for her, and she can actually stay home and just do more of a management role. So, in Rio, I'm planning on purchasing properties. Is there a delay, or is it just me because I'm on the live?
If it's just you, we don't hear an echo on this end, but you
Okay,
should
good.
turn down your
Yeah, I did.
So-
I'm not watching on the YouTube because I guess there's a delay for the YouTube. So yeah, so in Rio, I'm looking to buy a couple of new building condos, new construction condos here that'll probably be available in end of 2024 and 2025. So those units I will be managing myself when I'm in Rio, and then when I go away, I'm going to be hiring a management company to take care of them. And I think what Renata is referring to is did your friend actually come here to find apartments, or did they look for a company that would help them invest in properties? Because I'm doing it myself. It sounds like it's a company that will help them with their Airbnbs, and help them create a business with Airbnbs. Is that correct, Renata?
Yes, right.
Okay, which makes more sense. So basically, they're a management company or more of a consulting company. It sounds like, and they're telling them how to furnish, to optimize their rentals. There are several companies. If you go to Airbnb, you see these very professional photos. Generally, those are management companies or people that are managing not only the purchase. I'm sorry, not only the Airbnb itself, but actually the purchasing. And they will assist you and say, okay, this is a great area for you to purchase. And these are for investors who don't really know the area. So they're recommending what type of furniture that will optimize. So those generally look like hotels almost. They're very cut and paste as far as, I mean, they're very nice, but the prices, if you go to Airbnb, you see a place that's like, double the price of a normal place. Those are generally, and with professionally done photos, those are probably what
That's what I'm
referring
saying.
to.
Because now you're throwing in a middleman, and the prices are going to go up, and then you probably got these companies buying up a lot of places,
Well, these aren't necessarily companies buying them.
Well, managing a lot of these places,
consulting with investors. Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're going to be more expensive, but you're gonna have that familiarity of a hotel, like it's going to have certain sheets, certain comfort, everything's going to be
cups and
clean.
saucers. It's going to have like a
Yeah.
top-notch coffee maker there, and it's
But
going to be
then
very
it's like buying a hotel.
Correct. And it's going to be a very sterile type of place. I mean, generally speaking, it'll be more of a sterile type place because it's very cut and paste of what they want to see to optimize the rental.
Cookie cutter. I get it.
Yeah. So myself, I plan on furnishing and decorating them myself, and then hiring someone to manage them. And it probably won't be one of those people, but it'll be top notch. I mean, the place I'm living in now was an Airbnb, and I actually have been renting it for the past 4 months. And I told the owner, I don't want any furniture, but I'll replace the furniture that's in here. And so I don't know if you can see my place now, but this is my place now.
You replaced their furniture?
It had almost no furniture in it when I came to rent it.
Right.
And I bought new furniture. So I will take this with me.
Okay.
Or sell it back to them. Yeah.
Nice. So you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, this place I really like. I'm actually thinking about buying. This is a condo. It's in Gavia. Do you know Gavia?
Gavia.
Yeah. Dennis, do you know Gavia?
No, I
Gavia? Gavia is right next to LeBlanc.
Gavia, it's close to São Conrado.
No. Gavia is next to LeBlanc and next to Jardim Botanica and Lagoa.
Yeah.
Near the Jockey Club. Do you know where the Jockey Club is? Have you been to the Jockey Club, guys?
No, I haven't. Okay. But I'm looking at a map right now. Gavia, what? Gavia,
it's
near Cristo. Is that what you're saying? Near Cristo, San Corrado.
Gavia, it's close to São Conrado, Leblon.
Yes, near Leblon.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's my view. Can you see? I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we can see it. That's gorgeous, man.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Imagine in daytime, have a lot of views from there.
Yeah, that's Lagoa in front there. Leblon is that way. It's like 10 minutes to the beach in Leblon. It's nice. It's nice here. So anyway, I'm planning on staying here and maybe purchasing. The owner wants to sell this property next year.
Gavia, it's one area inside São Conrado. São Conrado, it's the beach where the guys, they jump in a kite.
No, I'm further.
No?
I'm right. Literally, I can walk to LeBlanc.
Spell it for me.
Gavea.
Looking at something else. I'll pull it up on the map here. Here we go. You see it, Renata? Right here.
And I'm in lower. It's called Baixa Gavia.
No, I don't
Which
see.
is lower.
It's in this red. This is Gavia.
More.
More.
Okay. Where it's saying go up. Up? No. Down. Okay.
There's LeBlanc to the right. So in this red line here.
Yeah, that's Gavia. So under that yellow line, which is the highway, is lower Gavia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
that even looks kind of far from where I'm living.
Yeah, but then it's put to the beach area.
Very close to the beach.
Right there.
Okay, what is that beach?
This is LeBlanc right here.
You're looking at the mountain. You're looking at the mountain Gavia. I'm staying in the area of Gavia. So if you look at there, see, now you're looking right. See that little circle at the top, on the top right? Top left. It looks like a oval. That's the Jockey Club. That's where the horse racing takes place. See where it says Jockey Club? Dennis?
Top left?
Top center. I'm looking at your map now. Sorry. I'm looking at the...
Okay. Left of the hospital?
Top, right where your mouse was. Up.
Oh, here.
Up. Where's your... Up to the right. See where the big lake is? That's Lagoa. The big lake on the right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. The horse race. Okay.
That's the lagoon.
Yeah, right there. There's a little green dot next to that to the left of that lake. That's Gavia.
Okay.
You're in the wrong area.
You're looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 blocks from the beach.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Right there. I literally walked through LeBlanc to get to the beach, or take a 5-minute. And Lagoa, Jardine, Gavia are all areas surrounding the little lake. Or Lagoa.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a nice area.
Yes, very nice area. Very safe. Very safe. It's the third richest area in Rio de Janeiro. First LeBlanc, Ipanema, Gavia is third.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So anyway, long story short was that I live in a condo now, renting a condo that I found on Airbnb, negotiated a preferred rent from the Airbnb price. And then I asked him to remove furniture and replaced it with my own furniture that I liked better, and TVs and stuff. So.
Yeah, I think the last time we spoke to you, you were in Botafogo, no?
I was probably in Botafogo because I've been here 3 months. So it was about 3 months ago I last spoke to you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think I was actually here in this place, but I think I probably mentioned I was in Botafogo because that's where I'd been staying for the 3 months prior.
Right. Okay. Well, any other lessons, Renata, we should know about Airbnb and renting and buying?
I don't know. If I have some questions, I'm here to give the answer, or after you guys can contact me.
I think you guys were asking questions about the golden visa previously in the last show I watched. You guys were asking a lot of questions about the golden visa.
Yeah, we're trying to get this somebody on here, a professional. Is Marcus here today? Anyways, go ahead.
I can tell you. In southern Brazil, meaning Rio, São Paulo, Florianopolis, you need to invest a minimum of a million reais in a property, whether it's somewhere you live, someplace that you're investing in, and or a business.
So when you say invest in a property, are you talking about a property for the purpose? Okay, for the purpose of making it a business, or can it just be I'm going to go there and live, so I'm going to buy a nice house?
I'm going to go there and live, or I'm going to rent it out, or I am going to renovate it and make it even worth more than $1 million. But it has to be $1 million. So you can't purchase a place that's 800,000 reais and then say I'm going to invest $200,000 into making it $1 million, or a higher price. It has to be $1 million investment in property in Brazil, in southern Brazil. In northern Brazil, I think it's 500 or 600,000 reais, meaning Salvador and above.
That's interesting.
Yes, they want more investment in northern Brazil.
Less investment.
Well, they want more investors, people to invest. So therefore, the dollar amount is less. It's harder to spend $1 million in Bahia or in Fortaleza. Also, $1 million. Sorry, I keep saying dollars, but.
Okay.
And that will give you a 4-year visa, and as long as you don't sell that property or at least maintain properties worth $1 million, $1 million reais, you can renew your visa. So you could swap properties, but as long as you continue to maintain $1 million in investment in Brazil, and that's also in business. Now you could also start a business separate and state. So I want to open up a restaurant, and I spend $1 million reais.
And that's just for one person. Like if you were married and you wanted to come to Brazil, would that make a difference, or is that for each person?
That I'm single, so I'm divorced, I should say. So I never looked into that. I could find out more information for that for you.
Okay, I'm just writing that down.
Yeah, so it's $1 million reais in a home for yourself, an investment, as in properties that you want to use for an Airbnbs or just basic rentals. It doesn't have to be Airbnb. It can be just rent it out in the market, or in a business. And it could be less than $1 million if you're investing in a business, but I don't know all the technicalities behind that. It has to be generate a certain amount of revenue or something along those lines. If it's like a restaurant or something like that, it could be less, but.
Okay. Pathfinder asks, how safe are Airbnbs in Rio now? I've never had a problem. I'm sure it depends where the Airbnb is, because you can Airbnb in a favela. They have that. So there's people that want the favela experience, and they will Airbnb in these favelas. If you're into that, cool.
Yeah, Vidigal has some nice Airbnbs, real nice, like almost penthouse.
Right. I have friends there. They rent a house there with swimming pool, 5 bedrooms, look really nice for 1,000 reais a day.
Yep, I've seen a few of those in Vidigal. I don't know about the other favelas, but Vidigal definitely has some nice ones.
Cool. Well, that's good to know. There's people asking about these visas and how to get down there. Yeah. But definitely go down there first and see where you're investing. Especially if it's for the purpose of for you to personally stay there when you go. You definitely want to check out the place and make sure that you like where it is.
Right.
Stay in a couple of different places.
But most of the times, especially when it's first time, most of the time these guys, they have no idea which area exactly they rent. Sometimes it's in Copacabana, they see the good price, but they don't know. They have no idea it's close or inside the community in favelas. So it's difficult for these people. They know exactly if they are in a good area, good location, so
Well, do your due diligence. Check things out. Read the comments, read the reviews. Look, when I rent a place, I go on the maps. I see where it is, how far it's from the beach, what's around it. I pull that little man into the map so that you can get the street view. And I
Yeah.
drive around the block, drive around and see what's there. Like, do your
right.
due diligence.
Yeah, but also I want to let you guys know it's not because you live close to the community or the favela that you're going to be in problems. People's they going to come and steal you. It's going to be dangerous or something like that. Because most of the times it's not. Especially more close you are to the favelas, more difficult you get to be like a rope or
Rob.
people still, yes. Because inside there or close to there, they're not allowed to do nothing like that. These things, it's not supposed to be happens to you.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
It doesn't happen to you in the favela.
Yeah, some
Favela
guys,
is probably the safest place.
People leave the
yeah,
favela to do that stuff. They don't do it within the community. So
yeah,
when you
yeah,
say,
but
when Renata says not necessarily when you're close, you don't necessarily want to be close because people don't do it in the favela. They leave the favela to do what they're going to do, and then they go back.
yeah,
So
but sometimes these guys they come far away. They not come, let's say, for there. Let's say in Copacabana, the manager for the favela, they say you guys not allowed to go there and still here because they don't want to lose the tourists. They want the place it's look good. It's not for still peoples. Sometimes when these guys they come down and steal peoples, if they know about it, it's many videos around. They get punishment.
yeah, they do, but it still happens.
So yeah, but let's say most of the times it's not from this place. They come far away for the other area to do it.
Mm. Okay.
They come for other places.
But I think as a gringo living in Rio, I'm not saying it's dangerous necessarily. It can be intimidating, or it can also be intimidating for your guests. If you have guests coming to visit you, you might not want to be living too close to the entrance of a favela.
Yeah, just look around. It depends what you're used
Not
to,
necessarily
and
dangerous,
where you
yeah.
live, wherever you live, what you're used to coming from. Get on the thing and take a look around that neighborhood. Take a look around and see how you feel, because the last thing you want is you go on vacation and then you're in an area that you don't feel secure, you don't feel safe. You're walking there at night and you feel a little bit scared. You don't want to be like that. So it's
Right.
your comfort level. But I'm just saying, do your research. Don't just, I want a place real quick. I mean, when you're traveling all the way to Brazil from wherever you're from, I hope you do a little research. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like I research the hell out of. If I'm staying at an Airbnb, I want to know everything about it. I want to know who I'm dealing with. I want to know what's around there. What stores are on the corner? How far is it from the beach? And I read the reviews to see. And then usually when there's an apartment, there's usually several different apartments in that same building that you want to rent from. So I try to check out other apartments, how much they go for, to see if they're nicer or whatever the case, and read those reviews as well. Just get the information, feel comfortable. That's all you can do. Because if you go there and something isn't what you expected, something isn't what you like, it happens. But the more you know, the less chance there is of things going bad for you.
I'll tell you a funny story about my first time staying in Botafogo. The first apartment I rented in Botafogo was a few years back, and I was probably 2 blocks away from Dona Marta, the favela, Dona Marta, and I had a apartment high up on high floor with a nice view, and I was sleeping, and like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up to 20 minutes of rapid fire machine gun. There was a police action in the favela, which is 2 blocks away. I almost pissed in my pants. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And it was, it was a safe area. I mean, Botafogo is a very safe area, and but late at night, it wasn't. I didn't feel particularly safe. And I'm not a small guy. I mean, I'm not a huge guy, but I've actually studied martial arts, and not some guy that's walking around like scared in his pants, but 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning when I wanted to go grab some food, I was constantly looking over my shoulder.
Okay.
But that's anywhere. That's anywhere. You go to Copa, you do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't, something's probably going to happen to you, no matter where you are. If you just walk around blindly,
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Well, guys, it's about that time. If you have any questions, if I've missed anybody's questions, please throw them back up, because we've coming on 2.5 hours, and we're getting ready to shut it down. So anything you want to say, make your piece now. And yeah. Charlene, you have any parting words for us?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. CG, what does that stand for?
my real name.
Okay. That's the secret name. Okay. Do you, anything you want to say before we all part here?
No, my last 7 months have been great. I've really enjoyed myself here in Rio. I've been doing some traveling outside of Rio, but
Nice.
it's been really an amazing time. So just learning the culture, learning the people,
And you always when you live there, you're choosing to stay in Rio though.
Currently, yes, because that's where I want to do my investing. So
Okay.
So you are on an investor visa, right?
no, I'm currently officially on no visa. my tourist visa expired, and I stayed here for 6 months on my tourist visa. And about 5 days before my visa expired, I submitted my application for a retirement visa. So I've got an extension until they, grant me my official retirement visa. I don't officially work. I do some investing, and I have, what do you call it? Passive income. Let's put it that way.
Nice.
I have passive income from the States. So
All right, that's cool.
I could have gone for the digital nomad visa, but I didn't want to do all the proving of income, because some of it's comes to the
Not only
States
that,
and some of it doesn't.
you'll probably be subjected to taxes too.
Exactly. So
I thought about the digital nomad visa myself, and I didn't factor in the taxes. But after I did, it's like I probably just go on a tourist visa for a while, then just like go to another country for 6 months and then go back. If I were to become a digital nomad and move there.
yeah, it's interesting. I've actually heard they're going to start. That's another reason why I didn't do the digital nomad, is that they may start to, because it's an open question in the actual law as far as taxes here in Brazil for income that you gain while you're working in Brazil. So there's a good possibility that in the near future they're going to start taxing, your income that you make here in the States, or I'm sorry, you make here in Brazil. So there's no.
I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna monitor that.
Well, I mean, not only that, I've noticed that a lot of companies that allow their workers to work, remotely, they're starting to call them back into the office.
You broke up. What did you say? There's something to the office?
They're these companies that allowed for a digital nomads to work remotely. They're starting to call them back into the office now.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's true too.
So that's another thing, which sucks because after what happened between 2020 and 2022, nobody wants to, if you don't have to go to an office, why would you?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay,
Well, they have
cool.
they have big real estate investments in leases that they need to keep up, and they don't want to just throw that money away. So
Which is weird because if they did, they would actually save money.
you could write it off. Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Hinata? You're sitting there going, "What the hell are these guys talking about?"
I know. I know some parts. I try to follow. I try to understand.
You
Well,
guys are
not
speaking too fast.
felt the same way we were talking about property managers.
I
We were just
understand.
on and on about that. Like let us get the property first before we decorate it.
She had some good points, though.
She did, but I mean,
It's all good.
that deserves a part two. To be honest, that really does deserve a part two.
Yeah, I saw some of it in the last show, and I didn't catch. I joined late, so I didn't catch all the stuff that she was saying about the property managers. But yeah, I think it's more of a company that helps you, buy the property and helps you choose like what's going to make the most money for you. And blah,
Yeah,
blah,
that
blah.
makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I think, like, I would love, like, today we wanted to have Marcus's friend, the lawyer, on here to talk more with us about it, but she wasn't able to make it. But in the future, I definitely want to get, guys that have been renting in Brazil,
Yep.
because I still want to know if it's profitable, because sometimes I see like, okay, you buy an apartment for this much, but then when I go to Brazil and I rent a place, I'm getting it for like $35-$40 a day. I'm like, are these guys really making a lot of money after
Well,
you have to pay all this other stuff? Is it worth a worthwhile investment? So I want to speak to people that are actually doing it or have like in a process or.
Well, I've done the math on it. Why I would do it.
Mhm.
So the money that I have that I'm going to invest is I'm going to be paying cash for multiple properties, 2, 3, maybe 4 properties that I'm looking at.
Mhm.
My theory is that cash right now is sitting in
In the bank doing
investments.
nothing.
It's not in the bank, but
Oh, okay.
it's invested. But I will use that money for my day-to-day living in Brazil, as well as building equity for future properties. So I don't necessarily, it's not going to be profitable per se, because I'm investing quite a bit of money for each $1 million or million reais. It's the equivalent of $200,000. But if I can make $2,000 to $3,000 a month from each property, because the property is not going to go down in value, so that money is still sitting there gaining value. I mean, it shouldn't go down. Let's put it that way, assuming Brazil continues in the path that it's been going. So that money will be generated just monthly dividend, so to speak.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, I mean that's the theory, but I just haven't. It's just a weird thing that when I saw, like, especially now that the prices are going up to buy
Yes,
property.
correct.
When I first started going to Brazil a few years ago, it was like 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. You could still get a nice place. Now it seems like you got to spend 140, 150 to
But
get.
also depends. It also depends on the location, because the Zona Sul, I imagine, is going up because it's popular. But I've seen some properties in the North Zone that are still that price. I think they're trying to, beautify that region of Rio.
They're going to have to do a lot of work to beautify that area.
Well,
depending where you're talking about, what towns, what areas are you talking about?
Well, I didn't check. I just saw one of these realtors I follow. She said that they're in zone. They're in the North Zone, but I mean, they may have to do a lot of work, but that's not going to stop them from doing it.
Well, the areas around like Hanada knows North Shopping, the mall near North Shopping. They have some condos that are very nice around that area for Brazilians. I wouldn't recommend that you or I move there anytime in the near future, because other than walking to and from your condo in the condo community, you're not going to feel safe. It's actually quite dangerous. But for a Brazilian,
right now,
no.
no, that's going to change in the future.
We're talking night and day, man. This is not zona. Most of Zona North is pretty dangerous just to walk around as a gringo.
They said the same thing about Brooklyn, and now you can go there. You know,
I lived in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, on one of the crack streets after this crack. But it's a different economy here. It's a different economy.
Well, Renata, for you now,
none.
or you got to leave?
For me?
I was going to ask you for you this area. Go ahead.
Sorry, I need to be. No, but what do you say for me? What?
The area in the north that he's talking about. I mean, would you feel okay living in said area? Like
Yeah.
where? Because you've been to. Is this where you went to the other day? Where the bus stop is, or is this further up north? Is this near Central at all that you're talking
Further
about?
north.
That's in the central. The last video that I did it before.
Yeah.
And in downtown Uruguayana.
Yeah, but he's talking more north. So where he's talking about, would you feel safe up in those areas?
Would you live in Peña? Would you walk in Peña?
Peña? No. I have some friends. They sit in the beach and they have invited to going to Peña. You know, I mean,
Araju. Would you go to Araju? No, that's Zona North.
Okay,
No.
so gringo,
No.
Charlene, the gringo. Yeah, I think like what you're talking about, the gentrification. You know, that's if it happens, because you're taking a risk, it might not. But if it happens, it's going to be years and years. Takes to.
Now, if you're talking
No,
to
it'll take years and years, but it's not like it's not going to happen. Because if they're doing all these properties and new builds, you know that's the next step.
No.
Yeah,
If you're talking to Zuc, if you're talking Laranjeiras, if you're talking, Santa Teresa, seen, but that's not Zona Norte. Zona Norte is, she went to the bathroom. Zona Norte is another beast. That's like, it's different than saying Brooklyn. Brooklyn was bad. Bed-Stuy was bad. Sure, Fort Greene was bad. But those are 10-minute commutes to the city of Manhattan, one of the richest cities in the world. Rio de Janeiro is a little bit different.
Hey, Amir. I know Amir is saying that this is a boring conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. Not every conversation is going to be exciting and we're hang gliding off of mountains. It's boring when people want to move someplace and live someplace and looking for housing. It's boring, but hey, not for the people that want this information. So sorry.
It's a very boring conversation. We can't talk about girls all the time, bro.
It'll be more exciting. Renata's coming back soon.
Yes.
You can turn up the volume and let Renata.
Next week. What are we talking about? No, not next week. Thursday. I forget what the topic is supposed to be, but I'm sure it's more exciting than this one. So anyways, I mean, I hope we help some people, and I think we're going to definitely come back to this with some people that are doing it. I'm going to find some guys that own some stuff in Copa, some apartments, and get this lawyer on that we've been trying to get on.
One more thing, even if you own a property in Copa, that's like 150 or 200,000. That's still not bad.
No, it's not bad, but I mean, when I first got, like the first time I went, that was 2021. There was one of the apartments I stayed in was nice. It was 1 block from the beach, nicely furnished. It was like a studio, and then it kind of puts a couple of separating walls, but that was 80,000, and that was like a nicer spot. Now the building itself was a little bit run down, but they were fixing up apartments in there. But now it's like, if you want to buy, you got to kind of get in, because I think those prices have almost doubled in the last 2 years. So the prices are going up.
Yeah, Zona Sul is definitely bounding, leaps and bounds every year.
Yeah.
Hey, Charles, if you want to reach out to me in WhatsApp, you can. I don't know how to send you my number, but I can send you my WhatsApp. It's a U.S. number.
You can
We
stick
can
it in
talk.
the private chat if you want.
Let's see if I
Yeah,
can
stick
do
it in the
that.
private comments. Okay. So, anyways, Hanata, some people want to hear you to say something because they think that you're so exciting. They're bored with us. So, you want to say something exciting before we leave?
Something exciting.
Amir wants you to hear. He wants to hear you say something exciting. He's been complaining that you're not in the conversation.
Mm, something.
Well, I mean, in a situation like this, I mean, sorry to cut Hanata off. I mean, for the most part, I've kept my thing muted because I've just been listening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
Um,
It's not her specialty, her this subject. So that's why we're just we're seeking information from anybody that can really offer to the conversation. So that's why it's been great having you on, CG. It's helped, I'm sure, and I know I'll be calling on you if we need more information. So I hope to keep seeing you here. Yes.
yeah, I've been running around busy. So every time I think about joining the show, it's either just ended or it's in the middle, and I'm just like in the middle of something. Here, I'm putting it in the private chat. It's my WhatsApp
Okay.
and my real name.
All right. Cool. All right.
Closed off yet.
All right, Hinata, you want to shut us down? What are we doing Thursday again?
Yeah. A NBA store.
NBA store. So for the people that want to come all the way to Brazil to buy American clothes.
Or to play basket, you
Oh, you
know,
can play basketball there?
or to watch in the games. Yeah, have area to watch in the games, have some ice cream, have some drink,
See, I
have the
didn't know this.
area where you guys possible train or just make appointment with some friends, and pay and play the baskets.
That's nice. I didn't know that. I thought it was a store. I'm like, okay, Hinata, you gonna show us a store and where to buy running shoes or what?
No, it's not only about the store. It's one big area where you guys can buy things. Also can go inside, let's say you guys make appointment, arrangement and make some game, have some drink, have fun.
Very good. Thank you. That makes me a little more excited to edit it because I was like, what am I gonna edit now? You're in the
Where
store.
where is it? Where's the store? What town? What area?
That's in Barra da Tijuca.
Ah, makes sense. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Personally, I'm not a basketball fan, but I'm pretty sure it'll be an interesting watch.
Yep.
Huh?
Okay, cool. All right. Take us out, Hinata. Guys, Charlene, CG,
Hey guys,
thank you. Much
many
appreciated.
thanks for you guys come and participate in the live tonight.
Peace
I
out.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, what's up
And
with all those Boca fans that came in Copacabana on Saturday or Friday? They just took over the beach.
Oh my God, it was madness here, dude. It was madness.
All the
Wait,
Boca
the-
Juniors fans. It was,
Do you
it
know
was
what this is,
wild.
Hinata?
what?
Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
The Boca fans. Yeah, you do. For the Copa.
Boca.
There were riots in the streets in Copa all weekend.
Fluminense and Boca kicked off.
Oh, the big game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Oh boy, it's a little bit crazy, but it's common. I see many times before, like other times. All the time when Argentina gets to, let's say, Brazil or some team from Rio de Janeiro, they come here to competitions. It's all the times it's like that. They come, they drive for hours.
Yep.
They
Yep.
come to here and they always stay around Rio. The city is like a traffic, crazy, and everything when they come. So they make a lot of party. They are very happy, energy peoples. They make some problems, but they figure out. And then the other day, everything's fine. They try to be calm down, make peace, because they inform them if they keep fighting or something like this, they cancel the game or they make the game close it to know people to come in allowed to see the game. So then after that, they put a little bit more calm down. They stay more calm down. Yes.
But Dennis, that's another way you can make a quick buck. You know, if they host like a major event, you can raise the price. You know, like New Year's Eve, Carnival, Copa Libertadores.
Yeah, I know.
But I wanted to answer this. My theory is like a lot of guys probably just aren't looking to make a profit. They're just probably they just want to make a quick buck off of it, just so they can have some passive income, so they don't have to work as hard at their job.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to, unless you're going to build a building and rent it out, 20 units. A couple of apartments is not going to make you rich. Maybe in 20 years when you sell them all, the increase in value will make you rich, but definitely not the monthly income. You know.
Yeah, I think the goal of a lot of people is just to get that passive income and to be able to sit somewhere and not have to worry about working.
Or maybe
a retirement plan.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're charging $100 a night, which is a pretty nice Airbnb, that's $3,000 a month, right? If you're renting it out every day, it's only $3,000 a month. So how rich can you get if you've got to pay?
That's why I'm looking at that now, because the what everybody says is, oh, just get a place and you can rent it and make all this money. I'm like, it's not really that much money.
No, you figure you're going to run about 60%, 50 to 60% occupancy.
Yeah.
So that cuts your profit right down to $1,500 a month, and that's a nice place for $1,000, $100 a day. So maybe you make $1,500. Then you've got cleaning expenses. Then you've got your maintenance to the HOA that you've got to pay, which isn't very much. It's maybe a couple $100, but still it eats out of your pocket.
Right. Well.
So if you make $500 in a month, net, you're not going to get rich doing that. But it's an investment in real estate. Real estate's not necessarily a short-term big gainer.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you're going to do a flip, buy a place and sell it 6 months later after you renovated it and double the value. Sure, maybe then.
All right. Well, it's been lovely. We will have a part 2 of this. We're going to get some experts or some experienced people that are doing exactly what we're talking about here, that have apartments in Copa, in Brazil, in these areas, and get some more info from them. Right, Renata? And maybe we can get one of these people that work at this place that you're talking about. I hope you maybe talk to your guy there, Felipe.
Yes, make sure, guys, when you're going to rental Airbnb, put in your list internet, fast speed, and how much is the good speed, Dennis?
About 250. You want at least that you're okay. You're gonna be able to stream whatever you're streaming, and
Also, if you guys want to do laundry, just make sure the second thing in your list asking about the laundry, how it's work.
At least a washing machine.
Yeah, and some guys, they look a lot for ironing the clothes. So ask for that also, because some places they don't have, but they bring it to you. So just make some things that you want to make sure in your list before you go into the apartment.
All right. Sounds good. Okay.
Yes.
Charlene, CJ, peace.
Peace out.
And let's take them out. I'm shutting you guys out, but Renata, go.
Good night, everybody.